Alright, so TDX just added the oil tower, and well, it was so abysmally garbage that it had to be buffed. And so, well, it has been buffed. And while the tower is certainly better with the buff, it certainly leaves a lot to be desired, especially for a tower that costs 6,000 crystals, which is insane. Out of all the Nightmare towers, this is the one that is only good under a super specific, very boring circumstance. And that is going to Fortress Snowland, using Machine Gunner, turning him around, letting the first wave of enemies just attack him over and over again with 2 medics. Meanwhile, you place down your oils and you AFK for 2 hours. If you do that, then you come back, you're gonna have like somewhere around 1 million cash, and then you can use that to build an extremely overpowered defense that just melts through everything. Yes, oil is strong if used in that one very specific circumstance that feels more like an exploit than an actual intended gameplay mechanic. However, when used in normal play, which John has insisted that for some reason this tower is supposed to be a godsend for casual players, because apparently using Mobster and Golden Mobster is just too complex, right? Using farm is just way too complex. So this is for them, guys. This is the tower for them. Oh, if you don't want to use, if you can't sit there and AFK for 2 hours, you're a noob, guys. You're a noob. You just can't do that. Ugh. Not even the casual players want to do that, is the thing though. Pro players are going to speed through everything and use Mobster and Golden Mobster, or farm. Casual players are going to use Mobster and farm. No one is going to be using this tower for its intended purpose. If you want to use this tower casually, then you're going to want to bring another eco tower alongside it, because this tower is actually not that bad if you have 2 eco towers. But why would you bring 2 eco towers? Why would you bring 2 eco towers? You know what I did? I brought 2 eco towers to Halloween Chapter 3 Nightmare. I brought Oil Derrick and I brought Golden Mobster. And you know what? It actually worked out decently well. But I almost died multiple times using this because it is just so restricting having to bring 2 eco towers. It just doesn't work. You can't use this tower effectively casually. The top path takes way too long to pay itself back. It is way too expensive for what you're getting out of it. I feel like the top path could be useful if it was a lot more cheap. That way it wouldn't have to wait so long for it to pay itself back, and so you could actually start increasing in monetary value much quicker and actually use the tower in the way that it's meant to be intended for longer, more drawn out games. Within reason, obviously, not like waiting 2 hours in Fortress Snowland. I mean, just like, let the game go maybe 5-10 minutes longer. You would get a lot more value out of the top path Oil Derrick if it actually was cheaper, if it was cost efficient like farm. But no, for some reason it's like 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 to fully max it out. It's just ridiculous. It takes so long just to recuperate the value that it has. And it's just boring. Top path is just so boring. It has literally nothing going for it. The wave bonus means basically nothing. So really all that you're going off of is the 575 cash per second, which isn't even per second, it's per 4 seconds. So it just really doesn't feel that strong. And yet, generally, it's the path that's going to be making you more money over the long term. Then we have the bottom path, which is more geared towards playing the game at a normal pace. And for what it's worth, the bottom path is all right, I guess. But even still, it feels very underwhelming for a tower that costs 6,000 gems. 6,000 crystals, sorry, TDS brain rot. Why do its buffs not stack? Why does the gold bonus not stack? Why does the freaking, what's the other thing that it has? The damage cash multiple, why does that not stack? It's not that much. It's not giving you that much, so it should stack. What's the point in getting multiple bottom paths? What is even the point? There is no point. It's stupid. And once again, like, this tower is just not made for the environment of TDX. TDX is not a game where you stall out the waves. You literally are punished for that, and in some cases, the game won't even let you stall. Are you gonna stall in Nightmare? No! Can I tell you why you're not gonna stall in Nightmare? Because the freaking turrets are gonna shoot everything dead. You can't stall in Nightmare, which is one of one of the big modes that this tower is made for. You can't, well, you could stall in Endless, but like, what's the point? Endless gives you so much money regardless. Party mode's too short. All the other modes, they're too short. They're just way too short. There's not enough time, and there's not enough maps to do this on. No one's playing simple maps unless they're just trying to get the medals. Most people are going to play on easy maps or normal maps because they don't lose money playing on a simple map, and the paths are closer together, so that using like stuff like the spawner meta or using just in general towers, DPS towers, is just easier. No one's going to be playing on oil field all the time unless they're doing some stupid challenge or they're trying to get the medals. This tower is just so hyper specific to such a small group of players that I think John thinks is way bigger than it actually is. There's not that many people who are actively stalling out the games, let me tell you that. The closest that you can get to that is people who are using ice towers, and even then, people who are using ice towers are also using DPS towers with it, so that they can shoot them and kill them faster. It wraps around to you being able to kill them faster. Tdx is not built for this tower. Now, what I could see this tower actually being useful in, and what I could see like the slower rate of cash actually being more acceptable, is if this tower was able to give money to everyone on the team. If they made this a multiplayer-oriented tower, where everyone on the team was able to benefit from its perks, then I believe that this tower would be a lot more worth it. I believe it would be a lot more worth the 6,000 crystals, because then you take its mediocre money gain, yes, but then you're applying that to possibly 4 people on a team. It literally would serve the purpose of being a one-size-fits-all eco tower where someone wouldn't have to bring mobster or farm or golden mobster if they need to, because you would have someone dedicated to using oil Derrick. And you know what? Once again, if that were the case, then it would also be a lot more justified in someone bringing multiple eco towers, because you could justify, hey, I'm bringing this golden mobster for myself, but I'm also funneling that cash into the oil Derrick, who is providing money for myself and everyone else on the team. It would be a lot better, I would say, honestly. But yeah, I don't see this tower ever seeing any real use unless it gets buffed again. They need to do something with this tower, man. They just really need to do something with this tower. It's not, oh, if you don't know how to use it, you're a noob. No, because no one is using it. That's the thing. No one is using it. But yeah, that's really all I got for this video. It's gonna be pretty lazy. I'm not really gonna like touch it up or anything because I got stuff to do. Pretty busy. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next actual video. So yeah, bye.
Ugh, I'm sick of you always failing to destroy the GDA. Can't you take anything seriously?
Dr. Xeno.
Too serious?